Greetings from the good people of Mindanao. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A pleasant day to everyone. And it is my distinct privilege to be given a chance to present my research in this prestigious conference. So allow me to start. Ladies and gentlemen, my study is entitled Assessing Marketing Strategies of Halal Certified Food Manufacturers in Mindanao, Philippines, a quantitative analysis. I am Dr. Aldrich June B. Caraecle, a faculty of the College of Business Administration and Accountancy, Mindanao State University, main campus, Marawi City, Philippines. As food industry demands higher customer orientation, function of marketing should be given more importance. Food manufacturers should devote time on designing and implementing marketing strategies that would create value proposition to their customers. Food industry should employ marketing efforts that ensure customer satisfaction. Recently, the market for halal food has caught the attention of manufacturers due to the fast growing worldwide Muslim population as well as growing awareness. Nevertheless, food consumption is the most critical for Muslim consumers' primary needs since they have to take halal products. According to the study of Verendli and Erdim Abzilar in 2016. Several studies have found out that there are challenges and problems encountered by halal producers on their marketing strategies and activities. As highlighted in the study of Omar in 2013, marketing aspect is a main challenge confronted by companies due to lack of knowledge in Islamic marketing. These findings is also reinforced by the study of Arif 2011, which indicated that lack of effective Islamic marketing strategies contributes to the failure of the food industry to satisfy Muslim consumers. Thus, this study assessed the marketing strategies of halal certified food manufacturers in the selected provinces of Mindanao, Philippines. Specifically, it evaluated the level of implementation and effectiveness of the existing marketing strategies of the manufacturers. The study will be able to provide manufacturers insights on the consumer's requirements, which will serve as important basis in the improvement of their marketing strategies, which help them attain full compliance with halal business practices. For the methods of the study, the design and locale of the study, this study is designed as a quantitative research. The study was conducted in the selected provinces of Mindanao, Philippines, where most of the halal certified food manufacturers are located. These provinces include Davao del Sur, Misamis Oriental, South Cotabato, Zamboanga del Sur, Agusan del Norte, Agusan del Sur, and Lanao del Norte. With regards to the Muslim consumers, the study considered the Muslim consumers who are residing at Marawi City, or also known as the Islamic City of Marawi. As of the participants, this study had two groups of respondents. The first group of respondents were the marketing personnel of the halal certified food manufacturers located within the 7 provinces of Mindanao. Based on the list provided by Islamic Dawah Council of the Philippines, a renowned halal certification authority, there is a total of 79 halal certified food manufacturers operating in the 7 provinces of Mindanao, considering the selected categories of halal processed food products. All of them were considered as respondents of the study, but only 70 of them participated in the survey. On the other hand, the second group of respondents were the Muslim consumers who are residing in Marawi City. They were chosen among Muslim consumers because they are living in an Islamic city of the country. It is expected that they are sincerely practicing their Islamic beliefs. To ensure the objective and reliable assessment, only those Muslim residents who are at least 18 years old were considered as respondents. Cochrane's formula using 5% margin of error was applied to determine the sample size of 398 respondents. For the instrument, since there were two groups of respondents in this study, two sets of questionnaires were used for the collection of data. The first set of questionnaire was intended for the marketing personnel of the halal certified food manufacturers, while the second set was used for the Muslim consumers. To ensure the reliability of the instrument, a reliability test was conducted by determining the Chromebox alpha of the statements for the marketing strategies or the 7Ps. Out of 50 items, questions that were developed, it is found that the Chromebox alpha is good. To ensure the functionality of the questionnaire, the researcher conducted a dry run of the instrument. After the dry run, respondents accomplished the questionnaire. The researcher gathered the answered questionnaire. The responses to the questionnaires were screened to determine incidence of non-response to any question and evaluate the trend of responses. The result of the screening was used as basis for revisions on the instrument. Experts on the field being studied as well as professional researchers were consulted to ensure the validity of the instruments before they were finalized. Permission to conduct a survey from the two groups of respondents was asked. Before the questionnaires were distributed to the respondents, instructions were thoroughly explained. The data collected were treated and analyzed using percentage, weighted mean, and independent sample t-test. Importantly, the researcher had used the ethical principles in research in the conduct of the study, especially during the data gathering procedures. As of the results of the study, so first, the level of implementation of the marketing strategies is assessed. The table presents the summary of the assessment of the marketing personnel on the level of implementation of the marketing strategies of the manufacturers on the 7Ps. The marketing strategies in the 7Ps found to be implemented with an overall weighted mean of 3.16. Among the 7Ps, promotion garnered the highest weighted mean of 3.49, and then followed by product with a weighted mean of 3.44, of which both are assessed to be well implemented. As of the assessment of the Muslim customer, it shows different results as presented in the table. The overall weighted mean of the 7Ps is only 2.33, which is interpreted to be less implemented. Remarkably, none of the elements of the marketing mix are evaluated to be well implemented. Among the 7Ps, promotion got the highest weighted mean of 2.59, and then followed by product with 2.53 weighted mean. Surprisingly, the ranking of the two highest elements is the same with the assessment of the marketing personnel. This result would connote that consumers have viewed the strategies of the manufacturers not or less compliant to the requirements of halal. As of the assessment of the effectiveness of the marketing strategies, based on the assessment of the marketing personnel on the level of the effectiveness of the marketing strategies, the overall marketing strategies of the 7Ps is rated to be effective with an overall weighted mean of 3.08. Promotion got the highest weighted mean of 3.41 and then preceded by product with a weighted mean of 3.33. This ranking is the same with the result of the assessment of the marketing personnel on the level of implementation of the strategies. The overall mean scores of both elements are interpreted to be very effective. While the assessment of the Muslim consumers on the level of effectiveness reveals different results with the evaluation of the marketing personnel. The overall weighted mean of 2.27 is only assessed to be less effective. It is found only one of the elements of the marketing mix is assessed to be effective, which is promotion, with a weighted mean of 2.51. All other elements were perceived to be less effective. Among the 7Ps, price got the lowest weighted mean of 1.93. Hence, this assessment is totally in contrast with the assessment of the marketing personnel, as they have assessed the strategies of the manufacturers to be either very effective or effective. The findings on the effectiveness of the marketing strategies as perceived by the consumers were similar on the result of the study of Abdullah et al. 2013. To statistically test the possible difference between the assessment of the marketing personnel and Muslim consumer on the level of effectiveness of the marketing strategies, independent sample t-test was employed. As shown in the table, the result reveals that the assessment of the marketing personnel and Muslim consumers are significantly different in all elements of the marketing mix except for physical evidence. So given the result of the study, the following are concluded. Based on the assessment of the marketing personnel, it is concluded that the marketing strategies of halal certified food manufacturers in the selected provinces of Mindanao are halal compliant in terms of product, price, place, promotion, people, and process, as these elements are evaluated to be at least implemented and effective. However, based on the evaluation of the Muslim consumer, it is concluded that the marketing strategies of halal certified food manufacturers are only halal compliant on product, promotion, and people, as these elements are assessed to be implemented but have failed to meet the halal standards with regard to price, place, process, and physical evidence, as these elements are found to be less implemented and less effective. Finally, given the findings from the responses of both respondents, it is concluded that the assessment of the marketing personnel and the Muslim consumers on the marketing strategies of halal certified food manufacturers vary significantly in all elements of the marketing mix except for physical evidence. With this, the following are recommended. Considering the findings of the study, the manufacturer should prioritize in addressing the halal compliance of the strategies that are assessed to be less or totally not implemented and less or totally not effective by the Muslim consumers. Necessary efforts should be exerted to improve the implementation of those least compliant strategies. Importantly, halal authorities should continually and critically review the existing guidelines on halal operation, strict implementation of the guidelines should be observed to guarantee compliance of the halal certified food manufacturers. With this, I would like to say wassalam.